Hello, welcome to District 2's Moving the Metro press conference, where we will provide information to discuss the 2021 construction projects in District 2 and in the Omaha metro area. First, I want to talk about construction and COVID-19. Work continues on construction sites across Nebraska. Reliable infrastructure is critical to ensuring critical supplies reach Nebraskans as well as the rest of the nation, and also continue to support businesses as we all work together during this time. The Nebraska Department of Transportation, NDOT, continues to work with industry partners, the Associated General Contractors AGC Nebraska chapter, and contractors to maintain safe work environments, including the measures to help prevent the spread of COVID-19. We're also celebrating Work Zone Awareness Week in April of this year from 26th through the 30th. NDOT is partnering with the AGC to help bring attention to work zone safety and how important it is for the driver, the worker, and their families. Our slogan for 2021 is Slow Down, Phone Down. Billboards will be up across the state expressing this safety message. April 28th is Go Orange Day to help recognize the importance of work zone safety. When you come upon a construction zone, please slow down. Follow construction signs or flag person directions. Increase your following distance. Be patient. Do not drive distracted. And always remember, buckle up, phone down. This slide is an example of our summer work zone billboard, which will be up across the state. Again, our message is slow down, phone down. Speeding through work zones continues to be problematic. And also, please put your phones down while driving, whether in a construction zone or not. It only takes a split second of distracted driving for a catastrophe to occur. This slide shows our District 2 program map for 2021. It has two different colors. Green are 2020 projects carrying over, and orange are fiscal year 2021 projects. First projects I want to talk about are US 30 Expressway projects, Rogers to Fremont in the Dodge County area, this entire segment here. This first project, shown in yellow, is Rogers to North Bend. Part of the project is on new alignment and creates a new US 79 intersection with Highway 79 north of North Bend. It is 10.2 miles in length and is worth $56.3 million. This project was led in fiscal year 18 and was scheduled to be completed in spring of 2020. However, the 2019 flood affected this project and is now scheduled for 2021 July completion. Westbound traffic will be open from Highway 79 to US 30, where the pavement is already complete. Next project is the next segment in completion of this segment over to the Fremont interchange, and that is shown in orange. This current project is a grading and culverts, is 10.7 miles in length, $19.2 million worth of work. It will start this spring and be completed in July of 2022. This fall, we will let the next phase of the project, which is the paving and bridges. It was worth $57.5 million. It will start the winter of 2021 to start on construction of the bridges with a possible completion date in 2024. Segment that is not highlighted is US Highway 30, traveling from east of Rogers into Fremont. This segment of roadway will be reconstructed with an asphalt overlay and bridge work to provide Fremont, North Bend, and Dodge County a good roadway as we shift traffic to new Highway 30 so that they will have a good alignment for their use upon their relinquishment. It's an 18.8 mile project worth $5.4 million. Last project on this slide is in the right corner. It is for US 77 Fremont Southeast Beltway. This is a new 4-lane expressway connecting US 77 to US 275. It's 3.2 miles in length, $75.4 million worth of work. It actually started the summer of 2020 and will be completed the summer of 2023. Fremont and partners had a cost share of $30 million on this project. When all these projects are completed, there will be no state highways through Fremont proper. All the highways will traverse around the city on the Beltway or the bypass. This is a close-up view of the Fremont Southeast Beltway project. Consists of a new state spur from US 77 into Fremont and Englewood on Broad Street. 77 will begin just after the north of the Platte River in the northeasterly direction and travel easterly over to a new interchange on US 275. Consists of two railroad viaducts over the Burlington Northern and over the Union Pacific. 4 roundabouts, one at the junction with the new spur route into Fremont and Englewood, one at Downing Street, which ties on into the south portion of Fremont, along with the Costco chicken facility, and at the ramp terminals on the new US 275 interchange. Next project I want to talk about is in northern Dodge County on 275 from Scribner north. This is one of 3 projects that will be let this spring that will continue the 4-lane expressway from Norfolk into Fremont. The other 2 projects take you north of here into and through West Point. This project shown on the map is 4.4 miles in length. It's worth $29.7 million. It will start summer of 21 this summer and be completed in summer 24. There's one more project around Scribner, a bypass that will be let later this year. When that is completed, we'll complete the 4-lane expressway projects through District 2 on this segment. The next project is in northern Washington County from Blair to Herman. This is a resurfacing bridges repair project where traffic is currently being affected by traffic signals. It started March of this year and will be completed in fall of 2022. It's a 9.8-mile project worth $11.3 million. We'll now work into the Omaha metro area. On West Dodge Road, we have a project on L28B, which is called the Elkhorn River Approaches. Next project I want to talk about is in northern Washington County, Blair to Herman. It's on US 75. It is a resurfacing project with 2 new bridges to be replaced. It actually started in March of this year, will be completed in fall of 2022. Traffic is currently affected by the traffic signals for those bridge replacement projects just south of Herman. It's a 9.8-mile project and worth $11.3 million. The next project I want to talk about is L28B, West Dodge Road, connecting US 275 to Highway 6. This is the Elkhorn River Approaches project. This is a close-up view or an aerial view showing that project. It's 1 mile in length, worth $3.4 million. Will start this summer and be completed this fall. Consists of new pavement, bridge approaches over the Elkhorn River, and repair of the bridge, and an asphalt overlay. Westbound Skyline on-loop will be closed during a portion of this project. We will make a connector between the ramp and the loop to allow us to construct mainline pavement on westbound L28B. We'll now work on projects that are on I-80. This first one begins on Highway 66 interchange, which is the Mahoney interchange on the west side of the Platte River, and continues over to Highway 50 interchange. It's a pavement repair and a joint sealing project, 16.5 miles in length, and it's worth $4.3 million. We'll start this spring and be completed this fall. Next project I want to discuss is on I-80. Begins on Highway 66 and continues to Highway 50. Highway 66 is the Mahoney interchange on the west side of the Platte River. It's 16.5 miles in length. It's $4.3 million. It will start this spring and be completed this fall. It is a pavement repair and a joint sealing project. We've done at night, and the contractor is limited to 2-mile work and lane closure segments in either direction. Next project is a similar project on 680, beginning at I-80 and traveling north to Fort Street. It's again a pavement repair and joint sealing project. It's 5.8 miles in length, $5.6 million worth of work. We'll start this spring and be completed this fall. Again, this is a night work project. Next project is on Mainline 80 through Omaha. It's from 84th to the Little Papio Creek, and it will affect the most traffic of any project this year. This is an aerial slide showing the location of this project. There are 3 sets of bridges: 84th Street, the Big Papio Creek, and the Little Papio Creek. It's 2 miles in length. It's $10.2 million worth of work. Will start this summer and be completed in the spring of 2022. There are Olympic swim trial and College World Series specifications on here where no work can occur on most of the project between June 11th and July 5th. The 84th and Big Papio Creek has an average daily traffic of 174,000 vehicles per day, and we are replacing the approach slabs, and because of that we'll have to do some extensive phasing in order to complete this segment of the project. The Little Papio Creek has an average daily traffic of 182,000 vehicles per day, and because there is no approach slab work, we can do all this work at night, and the contractor will be allowed to work in the eastbound direction during the Olympic swim trials and College World Series break. This is a close-up view of the 84th and Big Papio Creek project areas. Phase 1 is actually the shifting traffic, eastbound and westbound traffic head-to-head in the eastbound lanes via 2 crossovers where we will remove the median barrier and allow that to occur. This particular slide you're looking at is the Phase 2, which is a 50 calendar day duration, and it is complete rework of the westbound bridges on these 2 locations, repair the deck, and then replace the approach slabs. This phase will result in traffic queuing as we are reducing the number of lanes from 4 to 3 in each direction. This phase can begin on July 6th, where the 84th Street eastbound on-loop, eastbound on-ramp, westbound on-loop, and 72nd Street westbound on-ramp are closed. Upon completion of this phase, the westbound traffic can revert back to the westbound lanes with the westbound loops and ramps open. The next phases after what you're seeing here are in the eastbound direction, where we will keep traffic in the eastbound direction the same configuration and rebuild the inside of the bridges. Upon completion of that phase, we will shift traffic to that newly completed repair work and then work on the outside of the bridges. We anticipate all this bridge construction, including the Little Papio Creek, to be completed by Thanksgiving of this year. And we anticipate the 84th Street eastbound ramp closures will have a duration of 115 calendar days. The asphalt overlays that will complete this project will be done at night, and we assume that will happen in spring of 2022. There are incentives and disincentives on this project, with a maximum incentive of $180,000 so that we can be completed by Thanksgiving. And there are disincentives of $70,000 per day on this particular phase where we are affecting both directions of travel, and that is at $70,000 per day. And once traffic is shifted back and we're only dealing with the eastbound lanes, our disincentive is $35,000 per day on any particular phase. Our next project is a carryover project shown in green here from 2020. It's eastbound bridges from 50th Street into I-480. This aerial shows those 4 bridges: 50th Street, 42nd Street, 34th Street, and I-80 over northbound 480. This project consisted of bridge repair and then an asphalt overlay. The 2 bridges on the east end, 34th and I-80 over 480, have been completed. There might be some minor work this summer yet, but the 2 bridges on the west, 50th and 42nd, still have to have the asphalt overlay, and that will be done this spring and be done at night. We now move into the downtown area at the US 75 and I-480 interchange and I-480 over the Missouri River. We have 2 projects in this location. One is at the system interchange with the Creighton area bridges, where is a bridge repair and asphalt overlay. And the 20th Street to Missouri River on the big structure will be a bridge repair. We need to replace bearing devices, expansion joints, and also we'll obtain an asphalt overlay. This aerial shows the downtown location with both of these projects. Both projects have the Olympic swim trials and College World Series specifications, where no work, June 11th through July 5th. First project here in the system interchange are these 11 bridges on US 75. It's $3.8 million worth of work. Will start in July of this year and be completed this fall. There is night work with extensive phasing. Traffic problems should be minimized with the night work. The other next project is I-480, beginning at 20th Street over to the Missouri River. A 2-mile project worth $43.9 million. It actually started in March and will be completed in spring of 2023. There is extensive phasing with a 30-day closure of I-480 in each direction to replace approach slabs and repair the abutment at 20th Street, which is clear at the west end. There are also extensive ramp closures necessary for the construction of these ramps with some nighttime and long-term closures. 20th Street eastbound off-ramp will be closed for 30 days to complete the repair on this bridge. This 30-day closure will not be at the same time as a 30-day closure on eastbound 480. 17th Street from Chicago Street to the bridge, and then the entire ramp will be closed for 45 days to replace the pavement from Chicago to the bridge. 14th Street off-ramp, eastbound off-ramp, and eastbound on-ramp will be closed for 15 days each for the work on those two ramps. The bearing device replacement requires jacking the bridge off the piers at several locations by the use of temporary shoring towers while the bridges are still open to traffic. Not only are we affecting traffic, but we are affecting parking as well, as this project requires extensive coordination and phasing with Omaha on the parking lot closures beneath I-480. Give you a close-up of what's actually happening there. This aerial shows you the expansion piers where we have to replace the bearings. And again, this is under live traffic. In the eastbound direction and the westbound direction, there are 8 expansion piers plus the abutments. At 20th Street, there are a total of 228 bearings that have to be replaced. There are also fixed piers that need to be repaired, and there are approximately 60 of those on this segment. Parking lots underneath, parking lots 1, 6, and 7 are leased out to private individuals or private companies. Parking lots 2 through 5 and 8 through 10 are leased out to the City of Omaha. There are 3 types of parking lot closures: long-term, over 48 continuous hours; short-term, under 48 continuous hours; and partial, where we must just worry about individual parking stalls around any individual pier for a determined length of time. Back to the expansion joint locations again to show you where these are at based on where the parking lots are at. To the right is the I-beam. There are 2 stripes of structures, girder structures, on this entire length of bridge. In the segment from 20th to 12th Street is what's called a tub girder, where the bearing devices are internal. And then you have the I-beams from 12th Street over to the Missouri River, which are the bearings are exposed and much easier to replace or much easier to inspect, and they don't tend to have the damage. We're assuming a 40-foot radius potential impact around each one of these expansion piers. And so with our phasing, our contractor can use parking lot 1, which is by 20th Street there, as a staging and storage area for 2 years, for the entire 2 years of the project. Contractor will focus on the expansion piers between lots 2 and 5 in 2021. And the city, as soon as we're done with those, the city will begin rebuilding those lots after expansion pier work is completed. Expansion piers in lots 6, 7, and 10 limited to a 90-day long-term closure. Parking lots 8 and 9 are limited to 30 days of short-term or partial closures. Any remaining work in these lots will be done under short-term or partial closures. And lots 11 through 14 will be limited to 30-day or short-term closures or partial closures. There are disincentives for each one of these closures in order to speed up the work on these piers. We do have, again, the College World Series and Olympic swim trials in the next 2 years for the life of this project. In 2021, this parking lot number 1 will be closed for the entire 2-year period. Parking lots 2 through 5 will be worked on during the College World Series and the Olympic swim trials event. But no other parking lots can be affected east of 15th for traffic or pedestrians. In 2022, there are the dates for the next College World Series. And we cannot impact any parking lots or traffic or pedestrian facilities except for lot number 1 in 2022. Back to our program map. Now I want to shift focus to the south portion of the district in Cass County on Highway 34. We have a project Murray to Plattsmouth, which is a 4-lane expressway project, 7.1 miles in length, $54.1 million worth of work, which also includes a $20 million federal build grant to assist in this project construction. The project will actually start in July of this year and be completed in fall of 2023. Phasing for this is relatively simple. We will build the new northbound lanes east of the existing lanes, shift traffic to those new northbound lanes, build the new southbound lanes on where the existing traffic lanes were, and then have the project completed. This is part of the Nebraska City to Omaha Expressway system. There are 2 segments left to complete this system. Union to Murray in District 2, which you see here at the bottom, which is 7.2 miles in length, and a segment in District 1, which is south of us, which is 10 miles in length, Nebraska City to Union. We do have one 2019 carryover project in Murray on Highway 1. It's called Murray to US 34. It consisted of new pavement, new viaduct, and mechanically stabilized earth walls. It's a mile in length, worth $12.7 million. It started in the fall of 2019 and was supposed to be completed in fall of 2020. However, there were some delays and now will be completed in fall of 2021. The last phase is to construct the bridge. Slide shows a snapshot of moving the Metro web page, which is on our website, the NDOT website, and the address can be seen at the bottom, dot.nebraska.gov/MTM. This is an interactive website showing the Department of Transportation, city and county projects in the metro area. This will allow travelers the opportunity to see what construction is occurring, how their commute may be affected, and who to contact with any questions. This is just a snapshot, but with the live map, you can go into the map here and click on any one of these icons, and it will pop up the information on the project to assist the traveler. Or they can go on the bottom down here where the photos actually are, and these numbers on these photos coincide with the numbers on the map, and click on these and also get the same information. With that, this is the program map for 2021. Thank you very much.